Word is bond, don't touch the dial, we come with style. Hit tracks, run for miles for Pete's sake. Haters take shots, but they need chase march. Got the break in his briefcase, pull it out on the spot and scratch records. Put a little spice on your plate like black pepper. We in the booth, we bringing the pure talent. Freestyles off the top, killing the word challenge. Word is bond.
Listen only over, cause my word is bond.
I have a greater mission, I hope that you listen.
For the real tracks and rhyme. Word is bond.
Listen only over, cause my word is bond.
You have MCs dropping bombs, that's incredible.
Chase March.
Yo, that kid is nice.
Listen only over, cause my word is bond.
She say she wanna keep it pure. Maybe we could be Velour. I said it might be premature, but I think that we could be Velour. She say, how can you be sure that we could be Velour? I said, I'll see you after tour, then we can be Velour. She said she wasn't convinced. I said, but the love's so intense. She said, we need to come to our senses. I said, I wanna come to your scent. She said, I paint impossible pictures. I say that that's a lot to consider. She say she feel like she got tossed in a river. I said, I'm trying to hop in there with you. She said, I'm not the figure of her father. If she tried a little harder, maybe hit the ball farther. Goddamn. I say that don't discourage me at all. I'm determined to misinterpret graffiti on the wall. She says that you the one that makes it complicated. I said, I'm trying to instigate a conversation. She said, you don't communicate without complaining. I said, it's not a complaint, it's just an observation. She say she trying to hold the space with a pocket full of patience, but actually the problem is we got too much to say. I said I had the combination written on a piece of paper and I accidentally locked it in the safe. Wait, don't be so insecure. We could be Velour.
I'm advising you that you do have a legal matter here.
Yo,
That is
yo,
very
They
urgent.
wish they could do this, bro.
Motherfuckers jealous ones envy.
Jordan,
They always do.
B1,
Yo, it's official, I can tell they don't like the kid. Jealous cause they waited their whole life for this. Yeah, apply pressure to test, you know I don't like this shit. Send you to the stretcher to fight for your life and shit. They been jelly since day one. They envy our flame sons, but always play my part to get the game won. Now we champion status. Y'all dope, but you can't be the baddest. Stats show that you're better than average. Inflated streams, cradle dreams of a bean MC is what they seem to be. That should have seen in me. My team key to me, I always put my people on. Fucking with them SOBs, you won't be here long. I hate the type that'll boost to your face, saying everything you spit is tight. You should do a tape and then talk some other shit about you when you're away. Fuck the jealous ones that envy, that's what I say. Yeah.
all around me I see jealousy. Not just enemies, they friendly to my face, so I keep a circle tighter than a red dot. Jealous ones, envy gets you X'd out. All around me I see jealousy. Not just enemies, they friendly to my face, so I keep the circle tighter than a red dot. Jealous ones, envy gets you X'd out. I'm a small town kid, so I'm the man to the Hicks. Standing on the curve, got a cancer stick hanging out my lips. Voynich manuscript open to the chapter on disaster. Full of laid plans for the rapture. The riddle at the sphinx. And y'all Jenks, bitch. You can find me at the bar getting winks from your chicks. Demon wings burst out my shoulder blades. Never really know when I blow like an old grenade. Destro, Cobra Snake, Destro. I wrote a verse to end your life, sign an XO. Sheep's blood all over the notepad. Wake up in your bed, all alone with a ghost hat. Next to a stops at Bohemian Grove. Illuminati suckers buy my CD in droves. Graffiti your soul, tag your spirit with a shark logo. Exist in dimensions where the dark don't go, yo, yo. All around me I see jealousy. Not just enemies, they friendly to my face, so I keep a circle tighter than a red dot. Jealous ones, envy gets you X'd out. All around me I see jealousy. Not just enemies, they're friendly to my face, so I keep the circle tighter than a red dot. Jealous ones envy gets your ex out.
I'm too effortless with this shit, so they envious. They spit forgettable bullshit, well they always remember us. SOB Supreme Team, speaking from the podium. My mouth opens up, brings y'all euphoria like opium. Y'all sodium, suck it up, the audience go soak it up and understand why you never had a chance of approaching us. Inappropriate behavior, gazing from the sidelines. Either that or dick riding and glazing, giving high fives. Clout chasing, seeking approval, the weakness gon' hurt you. Speak only after coming to peace with your virtues. Appreciating your flaws, how we relating to gods. I'll keep on breaking the laws and your jaws leaving them purple. Certain few that can move with originality, while most are biting, tragically fighting and taking casualties. Jealousy for lacking that basic talent, don't bother with them. Hennessy infused bravery that we are squashing quickly. Be one.
My middle name is unique, and so I'm claiming I'm the main one that they came here to see. Paintings and B.R.A.I.L.L.E. Look at me now, no shears, not shaving the sheet. It's more like crafting a classic. How do you bastard? Thanks to the beats, I'll now be hated by masters of rap. Versus if I wasn't already, my flows used for beheadings. I'm pro with this machete, my foes become confetti. I'm dope, and y'all are so unready. Soft like heavy, talking, acting deadly. Put your hands shaking, you walking steady. Gut check. Now tell me how you could be spitting flames, but ain't erupt yet. And tell me how you criminal, but only looking suspect. And tell me all the things you've told 1,000 hits before. What you got in store? Nothing till your album drops at 44. To hear you tell it, you're America from war to war, but you probably be a corpse long before you saw the core. At the time, I find myself doubled over the laughing rhyme. Most rappers past their prime, the rest are asinine. Wild imaginations, daydreams of blasting nines. Other than real talent, all they really lack is spines. What are these crappers, all deaf, dumb and blind? Just repeating what they see and hear, hoping to get signed. Everybody now's the coldest, I reflect the sunshine. Melt MCs and leave careers wrecked with one line. So in due time, maybe they'll make sense to the clues I'm dropping. And stop talking monotonous, it's preposterous. I shudder to think of what rap's about to become. Y'all have muddied the waters, but that can be undone. This game is all a front, Fugazi on fronts. It's not dead, it's simple. Hip-hop is Forrest Gump, hip-hop's just in a slump. It's lost a little funk, so let's put it back. Lose the gat, toss it in the jump.
Bite into a plum that's bitter. Hidden genie gen lamps get familiar. It's never what it seems, but what's a fight to a killer? I was built to last, past the clickbait, cause I don't need a gimmick. I'll tell you face to face, or better yet, I got the drop, I can't wait to skate. I even know about the house in another state. Can't stop my shine, it was written, it's my fate. Can't match my grind, been swinging out the gate. I share what's on my plate, hoping my actions rub off. Cause I'm not here by chance, I thank the people that helped me take off. Can you find me? I just wanna be, I just wanna be. Can you find peace? I just wanna be, I just wanna be. Come and find me. I'm still searching on, I'm still searching on. Come and find peace. I'm still searching on, I'm still searching on. I pray my paranoia never confines me to a headspace that provokes me to reject anything similar to my past traumas. If I'm ghost to shy away to keep my head straight, it's hard to trust when you're surrounded by yes men's and liars. All I see is broken homes, people searching for absent love in their partners. Can't get it from moms and fathers, sons and daughters. They treat them just the same, my goal is to eradicate. Changing too for brighter days, what more can I say? It's a crying shame, but I won't play the blame game. We have to teach each other, reach down, lift up, embrace, love one another. The future's only as bright as we make it, yours for the taking. We live in history, goddamn legends in the making. Got too much at stake to be thinking any different. If you're feeling what I'm saying, lend your ears and listen. We gon' shine, glisten, we don't need no permission to reach out for the stars, chase our dreams and go missing. Can you find me? I I just wanna be, I just wanna be. Can you find peace? I just wanna be, I just wanna be. Come and find me. I'm still searching on, I'm still searching on. Come and find peace. I'm still searching on, I'm still searching on. Come find me. Come find me. Come find peace. Come find peace. Come find me. I'm still searching on. Come find peace. Come find peace.
Firstborn in my family, still had big sisters. Hammer dancing, home movie scenes taught the kid rhythm. In between softball practices, in the greens crossed no man's land. To the elders' disbelief, heard them scream for my mom to collect me like a door prize. Weekends with them would finish, I wanted more time. They tickle baby fat, covering my jawline. Tried to wrestle and they'd whip my ass like they fought crime. Played their jump tape from a crisscross show. Hip hop struck me like Cupid's crossbow. This is music that was soothing and offered the most safety. Instilled love, grace, and patience since I was a baby. Unconditional love didn't mean infinite permission. Told me when I fucked up, especially with women, there were no split decisions, just an education. And I felt the same since the age when I couldn't say it.
Taking your side, know that. Taking your side, know that.
Broken promises to them, hopped in and out their lives. Scared and disappointed them, tried to placate them with lies. Getting caught up in my pride, reminded them of the grimy men who they'd survived. As the joys falling from their eyes. Sometimes I write songs as a way to apologize, but must act on what I know and discuss if it's just a rhyme. Like another offer to go get brunch is another line. Texting their phones till it's reservation time. Bree saved my life by offering up a guest room. Tiffany hugged me, was feeling what I put myself through. I don't want either one of them doing it again too, but they would if I needed it, even inconvenience. They have their own problems, I gotta deal with that. Strong friends for whole social circles they keep intact. The best parents is apparent in the people they were raising, and I felt the same since the age when I couldn't say it.
Taking your side, know that. Taking your side, know that. Yeah, I had a pop, so I grew up like a road. We ain't had ops, so we hung out by the corner store. We ain't wanna pop, we just wanna make $1 or get old and drive and ride and all, you know. You taught me unknown knowledge, where you from God is black. College and melanin facts, matter of fact. You don't need college for that. First you tell me, hey, you getting fat, you getting too much money, you getting lax. Long way from where I started, wholeheartedly laugh. Hard in my past, different parts of it, heartily ask. Gotta ask my mama, am I crash out? Got a lot of problems, ain't none of them cash. Ouch, I guess it wasn't that damn bad now. You did everything you could, shit just panned out. I thank God for it, gotta thank that man now.
Without proof. You know what I'm saying? Yo, when I heard this beat right here, I immediately wanted to give that love, respect. I wanted to give them ones that I grew up listening to, their flowers, you know what I'm saying? One for them, man. I won't be doing this, you know what I mean? Word up. They say they give them they flowers before they gone. Word is bump. That's something that I was agreeing with all along. Never understood the reason why someone had to die to be considered the GOAT. But trust, I don't think they want that smoke. Nas put me on the music cause he painted a pic. Had me booing the Suns when they was playing the Knicks. Had me sporting Timberlands in 100-degree weather. Rocking North Face coats like I ain't know no better. We had Pac on the block spitting soul. Yeah. We had Big from Brooklyn, he was getting it, yo. Rock Kim set the zone on the microphone too, along with KRS, J.O.E and CL Smooth. Woo. The last Sam Slick, Rick and Cannabis had a story to pen that would end with a twist. Just a little recognition to those who stay spitting, giving y'all 12 dozen for your words of wisdom.
The legacy of them, and I'm just paying homage.
I wish I knew then that miracle spring water,
The legacy of them, and I'm just paying homage.
Give you flowers, maybe much more.
The legacy of them, and I'm just paying homage.
I wish I knew then that miracle spring water.
The legacy of them, and I'm just paying homage.
Give you flowers, maybe much more.
Miss Hill, Jean Grey, Queen Latifah, MC Light, the bread Bahamadia.
Salt and pepper, raw digger, Paula P. Just to name a few queens who was doing their thing. It's not a lot of them, but those I chose, they played a part in the art that I hold up so high. I don't know why, but hip-hop completed me at times, like listening to Master A spitting a rhyme. Woo! Wu-Tang, Little Brother and the B. De La Soul, yo, EP and D. ATCQ, Quad League, and y'all seen Big Pun Fat Joe, he was doing his thing. Yeah. Early Eminem, unspoken heard. Common sense, brand Nubian punching words. Just a little recognition to those who stay spitting, giving y'all 12 dozen for your words of wisdom.
The legacy of them, and I'm just hanging high.
Wish I knew then that miracle spring water, free water.
The legacy of them, and I'm just hanging high.
Flowers, maybe much more. I wish I knew then that miracle spring water, free water.
The legacy of them, and I'm just hanging high.
I give you flowers, maybe much more. Some honorable mentions. DJ Quick K, Jacrobatic, L.O.G, Corrupt Young Gotti, Slum Village, Dilated Peoples, The Far Right, The Beatnuts, Ladybug Mecca. Man, sometimes it's too much to name, you know what I mean? Word up.
I don't find a way to make it happy. My fire is strong and they can never match it. The type to go long and they can never pass it. This life is my bond, yeah, she my favorite ratchet. Never take for granted again. I really loved him, then I lost him, then I had him again. The type of circle overworker, yeah, it's panicking. Damn, I loved it when we cuddle, then we start to macking it. Then it's like, what a dreamer, I really made him believer. He's God's son, he really made me Ganina. I'm terrified, it was verified in the text. My inner thighs be paralyzed for his sex. How can every minute turn to double this time? I'm staring at the clock, a shock to turn this muddle in mine. Yeah, I gotta start guessing and really check it for my blessings. Yeah. How can you just see my text? Leave me alone just right. I was yours and you were mine. Now you're you and I'm just 9. How can you just see my text? Leave me alone just right. I was yours and you were mine. Now you're you and I'm just 9. Did I mention I'm a child of God? So every part that in my pocket fill up my eyes a yard. Disregard that I feel mildly robbed. Last name was supposed to be yours, now I'm like it's a bride. My home turned into a house. The noise I used to occupy it down in my mouth. The speakers used to bang it loud, goddess of love. From below the heavens, essence to the sounds from above. My hair was the curliest, my hips was the curviest, my lips was the worthiest, my switch was the flirtiest. All of it just smacking for you. Call me listen just for kisses, yeah, I smack it for dude. Today's the day I learned that forever can have a limit. Mistakes that make me murderous, ever back in a minute. And I do it over again. If I meant that I could pen you, make you moments again. How can you just see my text? Leave me alone just right. I was yours and you were mine. Now you're you and I'm just 9. How can you just see my text? Leave me alone just right. I was yours and you were mine. Now you're you and I'm just 9. How can you just see my text? Leave me alone just right. I was yours and you were mine. Now you're you and I'm just 9. How can you just see my text? Leave me alone just right. I was yours and you were mine. Now you're you and I'm just 9. How can you just see my text? Leave me alone just right. I was yours and you were mine.
All for you, first gave you that high buzz, but
did you really know what I was?
Nah, Mr. E, mind blowing, my mind open, singing
the part where I was showing
the flying fist, spitting the death wish.
As we go a little something like this. Look, my
mighty cut it up, Mac attacks different flavors. Red, black, and green still waking up neighbors.
And I'll make them conscious
concentrate on the songs I create.
Whether Serato techniques or the mastering plate. Take Starbucks, still leaving cum stains, cause
so many situated thoughts in the brain.
Let's take a second for either record, cause
that's for the record, me and my record.
Taking this absurd hit.
What's the way I word it?
By the way, the bong is still getting murdered. Home field advantage, 25 years of damage.
Individual.
The beatdown's critical. Like Star Trek before the years on a mission. Listen. Watch while I glisten. Eastern Conference is me and Mighty Ma. The world-renowned dopest. I get so high, I'm the sound of my teacher. That's why.
Push my foot through the TVS speaker.
Tell them. Eastern Conference never dies.
The end of the time. So I got to. So I got to get mine. It's the end of the time.
Yes.
So I got to. So I got to. So I got to get mine.
Pondering romance, sees himself with a pocket full of wealth. Ain't too good for mental health. Working night shift on the drive, vending reefer, now we laugh. Got 4 to 5 and now we thrive. The buzz and bee upon my hive in the nest. Looking for the honey is the quest. These illegal actions causing feds all these distractions. Consuming what the baby boomin' says will leave you tuning undeveloped, cause you know I'm still cocooning. Brain cells and jail cells are two things I'm not afraid of facing. Penitentiary, better known as incarceration. More blow to own cause you know just how it go. When the money grow with the consistent cash flow. Dripping warm fresh blood from the nose. Criminal activity, the livelihood I chose. The narcotics I was drawn, fetch me wood and I'll be gone. The shift starts at dusk and it ends until dawn. Wake up in the AM, cotton bolter full of phlegm. The product goes to them with the broken brain stems. Then the life ends due to hang around with friends. The quantity of life drugs count as dividends. Put the piece to my dome. Once I had a patient with a mouth filled up with foam. Now the man is gone and with us he's not present. When I'm walking on these streets, people treat me like a peasant, giving me that look like a crook or a scum. They never make the time to ask me where I came from. In the industry, there is no way to live large when you're counting nickels and dimes for every gram you charge. I'm sick of this society calling me a tweak, because I medicate myself every day and every week. By now you should know that this is just the perspective of the life of a junkie and how his life can be effective. Alright, I'm done.
Medicine! What? Medicine! Oh yeah, medicine, right? Right here. Don't worry. This man has a bad heart. Angina pectoris. But we have a cure for it. Here you go. Alright. Big whiff. Big whiff. Big whiff, sonny boy. There you go. Much better. Now for the doctor. Me?
Yo, where does Bond Rap Radio, 94.9 FM Radio Western. My name is Chase March, and I wasn't ready to turn the mics right on yet. It has been a day. Has it been a day for you guys?
Oh, yeah. It always is a day.
Yeah.
And sometimes a night.
Yeah. Hey, caller, are you there? You're on the air.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good.
Hey, great.
We got a couple
Nice.
people in the house right now. My name's Chase March. Who else we got here?
Thesis Sahib.
Darryl.
All right, make sure you get closer to mic 3 there.
Got Darryl from Loop Frequencies.
Is this Deca on her phone lines?
This is what's good, Daryl.
What's good, Deca? How you doing?
Doing well, man. Looking forward to the show.
Yeah, likewise. Thanks for taking the time to sit down with us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Well, we definitely have a few questions lined up for you, but I'm going to pass it over to James here, who wants to ask you a few questions about your origins and where you're coming from and maybe where you're going a little bit.
Yeah. Deca, Thanks so much for calling, man. Actually, I first of all wanted to open it up and ask you if you had anything in particular that you want people to know about, things you're doing or about this tour.
No specifics, but yeah, just overall looking forward to getting on the road and pretty solid run. This will be only my second time in Canada. I played Toronto years ago, so I'm looking forward to this one.
Okay, we weren't sure. We were hoping we were the first time you've ever stepped foot in Ontario, but we're telling people that we're going to stick with that story. So this is a Word is Bond Rap Radio exclusive.
Nice.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been doing the radio show?
Well, this is my show, and I've been doing this since 2012. This is episode like 672, I believe.
Wow.
And Thesis is a buddy and OG legend here in London, and he wanted to come in, and same with Darryl over here. And I was gonna just let them interview today, so I'm passing it off, sharing the love, you know.
Yeah, Deca, I wanted to
Right on.
actually just, if you could give a general like sort of background of where you came from, where you started, what got you into hip hop, just for the people who maybe don't know as much as of your catalog as we do, and then we have some more specific questions specifically about songs and different things too.
Sure. So I'm from born and raised in Denver, Colorado, and really just got into hip hop through mainly the influence of my older brothers. You know, just music that they were listening to and showing me and putting me up on stuff. So, yeah, I mean, you know, I remember my oldest brother had like the Left My Wallet and El Segundo tape. He had like De La Soul stuff. He had just a mixed bag of things, EPMD and Digital Underground and stuff like that. So that's my first real memory, I guess, of being conscious of the genre, you know, is him like showing me those tapes.
That's amazing, and I see some influence from that work in your current work too. So,
oh, right on, appreciate that.
Oh yeah, and I'm just gonna jump in here. 519-661-3600. You can call or text a question if you want to hear something or you want to know something about Deca and the show, because he's coming to London very soon, August 22nd. So jump in on that text line, 519-661-3600.
Yeah. So Deca, if you wanted to keep going, I'm also interested in hearing how you like ended up living in New York and the people you've collaborated with. If you don't mind talking a little bit about that, and then maybe ending off with the Randy Mason project.
Sure. So yeah, I mean, at some point, just tried to start rhyming and writing rhymes. That was probably around like 95, 96. I had some later groups in high school. I was in like a band. It was a live hip hop, you know, band with 4 MCs. It was called Elemental, and did that throughout high school. And then it was in a project with this dude named Ichiban, who's in a group called Stay Tuned right now. They're actually going to be doing some shows with me on this tour.
Amazing. Awesome.
And was in a sort of hip-hop collective called Life Crew. That was graffiti writers, DJs, MCs, the whole gamut. So that was, you know, we did tons of shows back then in the early 2000s. And then really it was, I got pretty heavy into drug use, you know, from age like, timelines are a little shaky, but essentially I got heavy into drugs somewhere around 2002. That lasted a long time, and I knew the only way I was going to be able to quit was to move out of the city. I just knew too many people. So I had an opportunity to go to California. Ended up leaving, bouncing and going to LA for about 2 years. And then was dating this girl. She wanted to pursue her career as a dancer, so moved to New York. And that's how I ended up here. That was probably about 2010.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you have a lot of connections with people in? Yeah. Did you connect with any of the scene out in LA during your time there?
A little bit. I feel like I was just kind of getting my bearings when I left. But I went to a few low end theories.
Nice.
And did a handful of shows out there. But yeah, not too much.
That's cool. We have a good connection with a lot of the LA underground. We've had, I'm friends with a lot of the Project Blow guys. We've had Tumex and Mike and I up here and etc. That kind of crowd. So we often try and...
Nice, man.
Yeah, I mean, we try and throw shows with some of the best rappers out, and we consider you amongst them. So we're really excited to have you
really
here.
appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, those dudes are legends.
They are. Yeah, they're big inspirations to all of us for sure. What about your connection with when you were in New York? How did you end up working with Homeboy Sandman and making that connection, and then with Randy Mason?
That was through a mutual friend. This guy, Matt Diamond.
Oh yeah.
He has he runs a label called Coal Mine Records.
Okay.
So at some point around Snakes and Birds, I think he just shot Angel, Homeboy Sandman, one of my songs. Angel really liked it, and that was that. We just Matt, gave each of us, exchanged numbers and sort of started texting, and then linked up and kicked it and started working together.
Still Champion's a fantastic project as well. Really
appreciate
love it.
that, man.
Really, really love it.
Right on.
Yeah.
And then Homeboy Sandman was friends with Randy.
Okay.
So he introduced us after we all did that News to Me joint, and Randy's just a great dude. So, hung out a few times, and then just started slowly working on stuff.
And then Luke Warmth came in afterwards through the Homeboy Sandman connection. Is that correct?
I've just recently, I chopped it up with Luke for the first time a few weeks back, but that's also through Homeboy Sandman. I've seen all the art that he's been doing, which is just like incredible stuff. And reached out to Luke to do an alternate flyer, and dude, he sent me like so much stuff. He sent me like 16 different ideas. They're all brilliant. So really, really talented cat.
Yeah, Luke's a little bit of a, I don't know how to describe it, but he's just like this tornado of creativity. He came to London last weekend, and we got like 10 beats done and just freestyled for like 6 hours. And then while he was drawing those flyers and stuff, like I thought I did a lot of stuff, but this kid just does so much. And I'm really excited to have you all in the same place and just see what happens, see the creativity fly.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't even know he rhymed, but then he sent me a few joints. They were really, really dope. So cool, man.
Yeah, we're really stoked. Darryl actually.
But everything he sent me, everyone was just a great idea in itself. Like I wish I could use all of them.
Yeah, he's a mastermind of I don't know, everything he shows me is amazing. Everything he shows me, every drawing, every beat, and he'll be like, I was sitting on the bus, I got this new thing I just came up with on Koala. Here's like 5 beats or whatever. And then he edited that ad for the show too, just like while waiting for the bus. The one using your animation. Sick. Yeah.
Nice.
So I did the voice the night before just for fun, and then the next minute he's like, I made a video for it. So
I'm super thankful Luke's on the bill with us. I'm really looking forward to his set coming up on the 22nd there in August.
For sure. Daryl's got a super fan question for you here.
I do. I've actually got a few, and let me thank you again for giving us the opportunity to ask you some of these. So, in a broader sense, your music really has a dense poetic quality, and your production feels sculpted rather than built. I'm wondering, when you sit down to create, what tends to come first for you? Is it the writing or the beats? Or is it just kind of a little bit of a creative blur?
It's kind of a creative blur. Like sometimes it'll be a very loose idea of, like, it's really hard to say, linear process, because sometimes I'll start as a little idea and then I'll have a few ideas for rhymes and write those, go back, flesh out the beat more. Sometimes I'll have a beat fully done and write to it after the fact, and then add little things or try to figure out the chorus parts. Sometimes it could be some lines that came to me that I wrote over a separate beat that didn't end up working. So I'll, use them for something else later and then flesh out those ideas. But there's no real, I guess it, like when I was younger, it used to be get the beat and then just like write to that beat. And I think it's definitely not that anymore. That's part of it, but there's no like one way that a song usually comes together.
Right on. And I guess this is a two-parter question. One, in the early days, were you rapping over mainly other people's beats? She's a three-parter. When and if so, when did you start taking control of the production? And then the third question after that is, what's your method mainly of production? Like, what tools do you use, and what's your favorite way to approach that, and where do you get your samples and sounds from?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at first it was other people's beats. Like there's a student that was older than me. He was in a very early Denver hip hop group called Future Reference, and so he was kind of like my OG. I was friends with his little brother, and that was the first stuff that I actually recorded. I was like a freshman in high school. And so, yeah, he made beats. I recorded a few on that. And then, like I was saying, I later did the live instrumentation stuff. And then it was other people's beats. And I lived with the homie Jonas, who made beats on the MPC. And he was the first one to show me, how to do it. And I was like, you should just try it. Just sit there and try to make a beat. And so that at around that time is when I released my first solo album, and it was an album called Top of the Line Bottom Feeder. And
such a good album.
I did a few. I think I had 3 beats on there. There's a dude named Gunther Beats who was an incredible, just incredible producer with a really good, his beats were next level at that time as far as I'm concerned for the people in our peer group. And then Jonas produced a few. I think there was a student named A.W.O.E on there. So yeah, that album was like my first attempts at producing my own stuff. And then what was the third?
And I guess the third question was, now with what I believe is mainly your production on all of the albums that are new, and the Homeboy Sandman one in particular too, what's your methods? Where do you get your samples from the instrumentation stuff, and also those awesome vocal, I don't know if they're gospel things or a different storytelling,
the intros, the outros, and the
outros.
things that kind of weave the songs together into the experience that your albums are.
Yeah, and any tools in particular that you rely on, like MPC or a DAW or that kind of thing?
Yeah, so I was using for all the bulk of my albums, I was using an MPC and Pro Tools, and SP for kind of effects, like sample stuff in, do it, play around with ideas, but mainly using it for effects. And recently, I think it was about 2 years ago, I started using Ableton, which has been a game changer, because I was on I think I was on Pro Tools 8 or one of the old ones, and man, it just makes every aspect of everything way easier. So I'm able to produce a lot more stuff way quicker. So that's what I use now, is an MPC, Ableton. I use a MIDI, the SP. Actually got a Moog recently that I've been messing with. So just kind of a mixture of things. I play bass on a lot of things. I'm not great at it, but I can figure out, bass lines that I want to play. Yeah, and then play keys here and there on certain things. And then as far as just I just dig all the time. I'm always hitting the record stores everywhere I go, and so yeah, mainly stuff just pulled from my record collection. And as far as like the spoken word samples, I really just like when I'm digging, I go, you know, I always go through what if they have a spoken word section, I check that out, weird kids records, poetry stuff, and just try to find, you know, obscure stuff that expresses what I want to express.
Awesome.
You mentioned computers and technology leading into helping you create beats. That leads me to a question. In the gist off the album B.R.A.I.L.L E, there's a line that stuck with me. Computers can play chess, but not the glass bead game. For the life of me, I haven't been able to fully crack that. I was hoping you might be able to break it down for me a little bit.
There's a book by Herman Hesse called The Glass Bead Game. And I think it's basically like an idea of where people would play this game. It doesn't really explain how it happens, but maybe something like chess or something like that, but with lots of disparate ideas from the whole history of mankind. It could be like physics and philosophy, and like these master glass bead players will pull from all these things but show their correlations and how just how all these ideas connect. And so the general idea is like, yeah, computers could could beat us at chess, and they could do all these things, but they can't do what they can't be humans. You know what I mean? So I'm not. Yeah. I'm very. I have a lot of fear about what's to come with all these advances, like most people do.
Yes.
And I think it's like a really weird impulse for people to want to create something that like. Where you'll no longer need humans, you know, the idea to make like, you know, AI art and things that do things better than humans. Like it feels like such a weird impulse to sort of like just self-destructive or something like that. So, did that answer it?
That absolutely answered it. Yes, thank
definitely.
you so very much.
And I just have to give a quick interrupt here and just remind all the listeners that you're listening to an interview with Deca, who is, and we're on the Word is Bond rap radio show. Deca's coming to London, Ontario, August 22nd at Supply and Demand. That's 420 Talbot Street. We got a whole bunch of locals for you that are playing the show as well, and we're going to continue on with the questions.
I actually got a text message coming through right here. Gampy, he says he's enjoying the show, and he had the honor of seeing Deca and Homeboy Sandman in L.A. a few years ago.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been such a show.
He said, my homie Illustrates is one of the biggest Deca fans ever. It would mean the world to him if you could give him a shout.
We just did. That's amazing, and thank you for your text. Thank you so much.
What was his name?
Illustrates.
And who's the person who wrote it?
Shout out to my man, Illustrate.
Gampy, he's a Southern Cali MC.
Shout out to him, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to both those guys.
Shout out.
Appreciate you guys listening.
Awesome. So, yeah, another follow-up question for you. There's a thread of esotericism and spiritual inquiry and even some Christian symbology throughout your work. I was hoping you could tell me a little bit about your own spiritual or philosophical journey and how that informs your writing and your work, and specifically also your art.
So it's such a tough one to answer.
I stumped the bard.
Yeah, the broadness of it. But
well, I can narrow it down a little bit, I guess. I mean, you seem to pull from a lot of different, like from Christian to esoteric and spiritual ideas. So it's kind of like you're pulling from a lot of different schools of thoughts and ways of living. And I'm just kind of wondering how your own spiritual journey informs your writing and your process, I guess.
Yeah, so I was raised Catholic, and it wasn't like my family took it kind of lightly, you know what I mean? But I think that a lot of that is that's in me. I consider myself a Christian or an aspiring Christian. I love like comparative mythology stuff, so I read stuff from all over the world, different cultures, different religions, and I'm into where ideas overlap and how they like manifest through different cultures, and so yeah, just like I think I was like Joseph Campbell was a big doorway into that stuff. That I'd always loved mythology, but then finding one of the early video series, a girlfriend at the time showed me that, and that was a kind of revelation for me. And then I read Hero with 1,000 Faces, and it seemed like different authors would lead me to other people that were like-minded or were saying things that I knew intuitively but didn't really have like the vocabulary to express. And I don't know if again, I rarely do interviews, fellas, so I don't know if I'm answering these questions.
You're great answers.
You absolutely are. You're answering them very, very well, and it's offering a lot of insight. I've personally spent a lot of time with your work, your art, and your music as well. So you expanding on some of your thoughts, your processes, and your influences. Just incredible, and I'm very thankful for the opportunity to sit down and ask you these questions, and even more stoked for the upcoming show and to have you here in London.
Deca, I was wondering if I could kind of pivot on that with the mention of your visual work. If we could talk about that for a second. You talked earlier about earlier crews with graffiti writers and other aspects of hip hop. And I was wondering if you had a history with graffiti or if that was an inspiration, and if you could talk a little bit about your visual work. You do the art, you do the album covers, you do posters that you get out to your fans and different things like that. I was wondering if you could, and your videos are incredible. The time you take to do the animations and everything like that. I wonder if you could tell us a little bit about your history starting out as a visual artist and where you are now and different things like that.
So really, graffiti came before actually trying to write rhymes and getting into the music aspect of it. But I got into graffiti super young. I mean, like, no exaggeration, when I was in 4th grade, I started trying to do little black book stuff, and then got paint and did little toy tags around the neighborhood, like, very shortly after that. So that was that was big for me. And again, that was like my older brother's influence. He had the book Subway Art, and he had aerosol art.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, first time seeing those was a revelation to me. I didn't understand it. I just knew that I was like, I didn't know what it was, but I wanted to do it and figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then and started seeing, my dad lived in this neighborhood called Capitol Hill, where there was a lot of good graffiti, it's kind of, and a lot of people were painting around there and bombing. So I was start to notice the stuff, and so graffiti was definitely, like, I was always into art, but that was a big thing for me for sure. And I think it's, like, I don't know if it's apparent, but it's definitely in, as far as I'm concerned, all the stuff that I do even now. Just that influence. And then, I think it was just, like, kind of by necessity, I started doing, with the ocean, that was the first one I did the cover, and it was just like, I didn't have anybody to reach out to do the art, and I was like, let me just try to do it myself, see how it comes out. And so that was kind of the catalyst for just, doing the art on all my own projects and all that.
Oh, that's awesome. I actually wanted to give a shout out to Derek Weisberg, who's a really good friend of mine.
No way.
Yeah. I used to live out in California, and I was doing a lot of graffiti out there too, in the late '90s, early 2000s, and Derek and his partner his buddy at the time, well, they're still friends too, but they're one of their dads owned like a shoe manufacturing place or something like this in the it was in Oakland, just off Telegraph, and they opened up a small gallery and they asked me to show there. So I started curating shows there, and I have a few of his early sculpts. Actually, some of them are broken. Some people have broke them, but I have a few of his pieces around. And I gave Darryl recently. I gave him one of Derek's sculpture's hands that was broken from one of the sculptures because he's such a fan of your work, and Derek's done the hand of your name, right? So that the hand signs of your name. So.
Also, big shout out to Derek. I should have said that. He's the dude who sculpted the hands, which later turned into the logo. But Derek's a really good friend, man.
He's a really amazing guy.
He's a great dude and incredible artist.
Yeah. Do you see him in New York much at all, or?
Yeah, he just watched my cat on the last tour.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's amazing. I was out there last year around this time and got to see his studio, so that was really, really awesome. So
yeah, man, he cranks it out. Like, he has so much work.
Yeah. I think he's going to be discovered at one point
because he's making so much stuff. You know,
he makes so much, and they're huge and they're massive, and it's totally like, it's the craziest thing to be a sculptor like that. I think that someone's going to find out about his work, and he's going to get. I mean, I hope someone really important is going to find out about his work.
It's got to happen.
It's got to happen. It's too good to.
Yeah, exactly. His stuff is incredible.
Shout out to him.
And he's already. I mean, he's done a ton just career-wise too. But yeah, that like next level's got to happen at some point.
Definitely, I agree 100%. And he has done amazing stuff for himself and other people as well. I believe Darryl had another super fan question here for you.
Well, I'll ask you one last quick one, I guess, and then we'll wrap it up. I know we're a little bit short on time for you, Deca, but we really do appreciate you and your time. What keeps you inspired in 2025? Books, films, conversations, moment. What's been fueling your fire lately?
All those things you mentioned. That's what always does it. Conversations with with people more so than anything else, and but I watch. I feel like I'm running out of movies, man. I don't know if you guys got some to shoot me, but and books, and really just the drive to create stuff is always there for me, which is a blessing. Like I just always want to be making stuff, and if one thing's not working, I could luckily switch gears and do, you know what I mean? If the beats aren't coming, I could work on visual art. If that's not working, I could try to write rhymes or, animation. So I could just mix it up, which is a really cool thing.
Always an outlet with creativity for sure. I'll work on a list of films for you for when you come up. I'll have that. But if I may, one last question. If you would recommend one book for your listeners to read, what would it be? Sorry to put you on the spot there. That's a tough one, I know.
No sweat. I think like the Bhagavad Gita is pretty incredible to me. Yeah. I think that's a really beautiful book. I'd say Siddhartha by Herman Hesse, just because of how much it meant to me as a kid reading it. That was kind of my first experience of reading an author where I felt like they were saying things that I didn't have words for at the time. And so it was like and I felt like a deep connection to him as a human. And so that one was a big book for me. So I think that would be the other one.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that. And I just want to take a chance to thank you again for taking the time to share your thoughts and insights with us today. It's honestly been a pleasure. And I'm very, very excited for the show that's coming up. And Thesis is going to talk about the show again.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for having me on, man. And I'm really looking forward to the show.
Thank you. We're so excited to have you.
Okay, you guys take care.
Okay, peace.
Take care, Deca. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely. Later, man.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
And we just wanted to give everybody a quick little reminder here. The show is August 22nd. That's really soon. And it's Deca, Growing Young Tour, and with supporting acts Lukewarm, Thesis Sahib, Bogus, Line Eyes Prime, Mean Joe Tunes. And the show is at Supply and Demand on 420 Talbot Street. There is an Eventbrite, so check it out. Doors are at 8. The show's starting pretty much on point because it's going to end at about midnight-ish. It's just going to be a solid show of underground hip-hop, positive-minded rap. So don't miss this one because I can't state it enough how rare it is to get an artist like Deca up here. A lot of people are putting money and time on the line to bring this amazing artist to our town. We can't always make these shows, and you're going to regret it as soon as you find out how dope Deca is, and if you don't show up, you're really going to regret it. I also wanted to give a quick shout-out of love and respect and thanks to Chase.
Yeah, thanks, Chase.
For having us up here so many times and supporting so many important things in the hip-hop scene here. Thank you, Chase.
Yeah, thanks for coming through. That felt weird. I was like, I'd pass the interviewing off to somebody. 'Cause normally that's my job, and I do a lot of research. And but they said they wanted to do it, so I was like, let's make this happen. So that was cool.
Thanks for that.
And you brought a bunch of records. So I like to break up the interview and play some songs in between, but we got to play some songs right now.
We're going to play some Deca songs?
What should we play? You brought some vinyl.
I did bring some vinyl, out of my precious collection. I think we're going to start off with Deca referenced the ocean with his artistic start. So I think we're going to start off with the ocean.
All right. This is Word is Bond Rap Radio, 94.9 FM Radio Western. And if you missed it and you want to hear it again, chasemarch.com. But we're live till midnight, so don't go anywhere.
This record is for anyone who wishes to have a good sleep and wake up feeling fresh and strong. Play this record after you have finished your night preparations and are comfortably in bed. Arrange lights, record player and everything in such a way that you don't have to get up after the record is finished. After a passing shower, the world is green, fresh, new.
One by one, the angels fell.
God had sent a horrible plague of deaths.
Why do you think that God would do a thing like that?
Deca presents
A new world of sound.
Back chasing dreams, here we go again. Run them down with bloodhounds and Dobermans. I'm at the mercy of the blowing wind. It's all open-ended like everything in life till your soul ascends. From Mad Mardigan to sad Harlequin to black harlequin, flashbacks, bardic-hymns, cardinal sins, hypodermics in the garbage bin. Mark men follow when the saints go marching in. Dreams crack then fade into memory. My pop said that we share the same brain chemistry. That's where I got my appetite for self-destruction. I need balance, I need help adjusting. But one day I'll awake in a state of grace. Quit making the same mistake of abating the pains and aches. Maintain a creative space, get loose with the paper made. I've been waiting for day to break, the future is taking shape.
Remember that language is power.
I will, I'll remember that.
Lonely Steppenwolf offer no apologies until their brains snap open.
God said
we'd be in trouble if we ate that fruit.
Nameless soldier trying to get over.
No peace.
Show teeth, hold a grudge. Find another soul to judge. No peace, only blood.
Nameless soldier.
Exile, driven out. Sinner drifting on the cloud. Wild child in the crowd.
No peace.
No peace, only blood. Don't sleep, show me love. I chase dragons, now I'm chasing a dream. They're both mythic. One's a ball and chain, the other's the soul's image. Restrained, manacled child, so afraid. Like somebody's trying to tear the wings out of my shoulder blades. The whole wide world's obsessed with the Faust legend. You gotta go through hell to get to heaven. Me, I know the beast well. He's hiding in the flowers and the details. Enjoys long walks on the beach and collecting seashells. Reporting live from the belly of the the beach well. East of Eden, where the fallen angels and the meek dwell. Where love's the color of blood and pure devotion. It cascades, pulls on the ground, and forms an ocean. Deca the bard, the pen man, deadpan, solitary dreamer. Watch the vision expand. There's no time for dogma and genuflection. The future is taking shape, lessons in free expression.
Remember that language is power.
I will, I'll remember that.
Where do we come from? Who are we? And where are we going? Eternal questions never answered.
God said,
We'd be in trouble if we ate that fruit.
Nameless,
soldier, trying to get over.
no peace.
Show teeth, hold a grudge, find another soul to judge. No peace, only blood.
Nameless soldier,
Exile, driven out, sinner drifting on the cloud. Wild child in the crowd.
no peace.
No peace, only blood. Don't sleep, show me love.
Only blood.
Check out the sounds of dub techno and minimal techno on System 949. I'll dive deep into the latest releases with some classic tracks mixed in. Get your weekend started Fridays at 2 p.m. at 94.9 FM, Radio Western, and radiowestern.ca.
Do you hear that? It's a wood thrush. Songbirds lift our hearts, bring us joy, support healthy environments, and connect us with nature. Sadly, due to free-roaming cats, collisions with buildings, and habitat loss, over a quarter of Canada's birds have disappeared. It's heartbreaking. With your help, Nature Canada has mobilized thousands of Canadians for more than 85 years to protect and celebrate birds. To find out how you can save bird lives, go to birds.naturecanada.ca.
Today, my son asked, "Can I have a bookmark?" And I burst into tears. 11 years old and he still doesn't know my name is Brian. I mean, come on.
Open mic comedy nights at the Poacher's Arm is the place to go for your weekly dose of outrageous comedy. Every Monday at 8 p.m., you can catch some of the city's best comedians coming together with side-splitting comedy sets. So come on out to London's longest-running open mic every Monday at 8 p.m. at the Poacher's Arms.
Looking to lose some weight? Get lettuce on that burger instead of bacon. Coke instead of that milkshake. Yeah, now you're eating healthy. Radio Western, here for your health.
Gremlins group bike rides are back. Starting May 1st.
All right, those commercials aren't going to stop rolling again. So I'll just get back on the mic.
Oh, geez.
We're having some problems with the commercial computer here. And I've been having problems with my computer too. It wouldn't talk to my Serato today for some reason. So, so I'm rocking with this little controller over here, the Hercules Starlight. It's my backup little pocket controller. This thing's tiny. You can see it if you're looking at the YouTube channel, hopefully. But it's cool to be able to rock with different DJ gear. And it's cool that we actually just played that last track on actual vinyl.
Yeah.
Real vinyl.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm rocking vinyl every week, but it's time-coded control vinyl for Serato.
Right.
So we're rocking some real vinyl.
Yeah.
We got another one in a second, but thanks for coming through. How'd that feel being on the interview tip on live radio, gentlemen?
That was fun. It was great to have a chance to chat with Deca and get a little bit of insight into his work there. But a little nerve-wracking always when you're chatting to your musical heroes as a fan, right? So.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Like I got to interview some. Like I had to interview Master Ace and Brother Ali, and like some big like I interviewed Down with Webster. If you're gonna go like big pop act too, and so it is nerve wracking a little bit, right? You're like, what do I say? How do I keep this going? And over the years I've developed a conversational style to my interviews, and it's like I just want to have a conversation and try to keep it entertaining for people and throw to some music. But it's cool to be able to have this station and be able to have an open door and let people come in and try some things. So when you said, "Hey, can I interview Deca?" I was like, "Yeah, man, come on in."
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
man.
thanks for
Thank
passing the torch over.
I know
Appreciate
it's a bit
it.
different, and we kind of occupied it and came in and.
Yeah, I was like, I kind of want to jump in. No, I'm just gonna let them do their thing here. I jumped in once with the text, and we did get a text coming through. So shout out to anyone that actually listens and texts in and interacts, because it means a lot. It means a lot that I know that you're listening. Because sometimes it feels like, is anybody listening? Is this just going out to avoid? I don't know what's happening, but. Yeah, all the interactions that you do, if you're following me online or liking stuff that I'm posting on Instagram or TikTok, I appreciate it. So my name's Chase March, 2 verbs, follow me, I'm easy to find. And I'm back on Facebook. They let me back on.
Oh no.
They banned me for a minute, but I'm back there. And the text number here is 519-661-3600. So you brought this vinyl. We should play something else, man.
Let's do it.
All right, what's this one?
This one's from the album The Way Through, and the track's called Milk.
From the artist Deca, who's
Deca.
coming here August 22nd to Supply and Demand.
Word is bond.
Into my mirror has walked a woman. In one breast she holds evidence of forest, in the other of sea.
Please don't let me be misunderstood. If I could, I'd pick the lock and leave here for good. Far from the spokesperson for the old serpent's coercion, who deceives the whole world behind the closed curtain. Who gave it teeth and claws, only God knows. Made us all into microcosms of the cosmos. A father queen nursed that thing. I'm trying to turn the liquid she secretes from a poison to a vaccine. Peep the Salvador Dali milk mustache. Grade A sustenance for rugrats, the poison in the panacea. They want the good without the bad, and brave the wasteland, do the best with what they have. Seekers, born leaders, lowly creatures, preachers, lotus eaters, yoga teachers, blind men, madmen, trying to escape the wrath, all lined up to drink sap from the sacred path. We want the milk and honey, an idyllic state. We want them both served to us on a silver plate. If you like a second helping, say yes please. I only sip the freshest of the fresh squeeze. We want the ambrosia, the prime real estate. We want to see behind the veil that conceals her face. If you like a second helping, say yes please. I only sip the freshest of the fresh squeeze. Send us emissaries to siphon the flower's essence, so we can move from early childhood through adolescence and reestablish a connection to the source and the demiurge dreamscape till things run their course. You want the good stuff, not the pain and the hell flames that melt chains and lead to self-change. Honey drips from my honey dips lips dancing in the rain. I knocked on heaven's door till an answer finally came. And when I saw the ground of all being in its true form, I prostrated myself and cried like a newborn. Not a judge or a tyrant in the sky, but a universal flower inside of my mind's eye. So while the music press keeps the hive-minded nest buzzing, and the rest of them count sheep with death's cousin, I'ma shake the lion's cage in the final days and sit inside the praise in the shade of Miss Maya's maze. We want the milk and honey, an idyllic state. We want them both served to us on a silver plate. If you like a second helping, say yes please. I only sip the freshest of the fresh squeeze. We want the ambrosia, the prime real estate. We want to see behind the veil that conceals her face. If you like a second helping, say yes please. I only sip the freshest of the fresh squeeze.
I have been staring at the sun-washed sky so long that I'm beginning to see yellow spots. All I want is to lie here with the sun warming my face until they come to drag me home.
I'm just drifting.
Yeah. Waiting through the forest toward the source, waiting to attain grace. Our paths diverge but take us to the same place. Cast skyward, weightless when the chains break. Archetypal figures that shape shift and change face. Storm the gates, hit the safe, get the cake. While dog eats dog off a diner family dinner plate. I'm in the clouds, in the crowd, in the visionscape. In effect, any minute now, I'ma get it straight. I've seen her face in my dreams since I was young. A Beatrice, a queen, a mother that chides her son, that stumbled through his life when he couldn't find a hobby, and lived on the cliff's edge like the Anasazi. Saw my love walking down the street like a vision, a symbol of a hidden world. Show me what I'm missing.
She smiled at him but said nothing.
Then disappeared around the corner while I put the poison in my bloodstream. A child born into briars and thorns that tried to silence sirens and horns in the eye of the storm. The fire rages, the state calls her young to war. Some will turn their hatred into something more and place guns in the floor. Breathe deep, darkness retreats. See, my heart periodically is part of her mystique. Hold the keys to the city where the shepherds lead the sheep, and never ever ever get the mark of the beast. I climbed the ladder, then I fell again. I had a whole wardrobe full of skeletons and old habits that arrested my development. In the woods at the mercy of the elements, waiting for my love. You seen her? I'm waiting for my love. They tell me I'm a dreamer.
Waiting.
Running warned the village not to place trust in machines built to subjugate the universe and us. The jungle's not safe after dusk. I saw hyenas tear a man to pieces and turned away in disgust. But some nights mother made me kill for my next meal. My dreams seemed more alive, the world felt less real. And in the full moonlight she looked beautiful, a fresh blanket of snow, a garland of human skulls. Her valleys and streams are my flesh, my veins, like birds in flight, the neurons firing in my right brain. And words are weapons to sharp shoot shots off in the dark of night and hit the mark with precise aim. Lone pistol arrow too legit to cease. Gain the kingdoms of the world, lose your inner peace. Got no social skill, but I can do this in my sleep. Shaku stole the ocean to reveal the universe beneath. I climbed the ladder, then I fell again. I had a whole wardrobe full of skeletons and old habits that arrested my development. In the woods at the mercy of the elements, waiting for my love. You seen her? I'm waiting for my love. They tell me I'm a dreamer.
Waiting for things.
This is not touching the record. Word is Bond Rap Radio, 94.9 FM Radio Western, and man, I'm having more technical difficulty right now. This deck doesn't. I lifted the needle, and now the needle's not going all the way down on the record. All right. Oh well.
Go to the other player.
What can you do? We can do that. Yeah. You're listening to Word is Bond Rap Radio, 94.9 FM Radio Western. We broadcast out of the heart of Western University in London, Ontario, Canada, and I do this every Thursday night at 10 p.m. And it's fun. It's fun to get people in here, and we got friend of the program and friend of myself, Thesis Sahib.
Yo.
Thanks for coming through, man.
Thank you so much for having us and for allowing us to spread the word of this show. Yeah. Again, I'll give it another shout out. We got Deca coming to Supply and Demand August 22nd, 420 Talbot Street. And we're celebrating the Growing Young Tour. And we're going to have opening acts Lukewarmth, Thesis Sahib, Bogus, Lionized Prime, and the homie Mean Joe Tunes. So Animal Street in the house, Loop Frequencies. Big shout out to Supply and Demand for having us, to our homies Darryl and Robin for doing all the work to make this come together, and to Chase March for letting us get this into your ear bones. We're pretty stoked. We've all been fans of Deca for a long while. He didn't even have any Canadian shows booked on this tour until we pulled him here. This is the only show in Canada on this tour, and apparently only the second time he's ever played in Canada.
Yeah, that was news to me. I genuinely didn't know he had ever come to Canada before.
Yeah.
And I'm sad I missed that show, wherever and whenever it was. I'm sad I missed it.
It was like some secret, like they flew him in for some like underground show for some strange thing. I'm sure we weren't involved, and it was put together by the Illuminati or something strange like that.
How come I can't hear this record player either? We just played a record on this one.
Chase has been saving the day since the second we walked in. His one mixer didn't work, and he just quickly threw together a whole entire other setup in 3 minutes flat, got it going, got all the digital files on that going. And he's just and there was a whole bunch of other things. He was trying to meet up with his crew today, and
oh man, shout out Hip Hop Educators. It's crazy because there's 12 of us in this group, and it's really hard to get us all together. And I was gonna go to Scarborough. I was gonna meet up with them, and we had this hangout going. And 9 out of 12 of us were there, and I didn't make it. Long story, but I'm sad.
It's been a day.
It's been a day. Yeah. But it's cool to be part of that crew and have such dope rappers that are teachers. And we're really close to having our second album done. We waited. It should have been done by now, but we're close to having this done. You know when it's an artist, it takes a long time to get something done.
Always, trust me, I know.
Yeah.
I owe you a verse. So.
Yeah. A couple of people owe me a verse, but I'm like, I've got a solo album just about done. Like it's in the final stages right now of getting done. So that'll be coming out soon. The Educators, we're dropping a track for World Teacher Day, which we do every year.
Amazing.
October 5th, and hopefully our album will be coming out early next year, if not around that same time. Well, no, it's too close to get to October 5th, the album done. We got a little bit more work to do for it. We were hoping to get it all done this summer, but yeah, shout out to the Hip Hop Educators.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
and
awesome.
Shout out to the people that are going to be on this Deca show. Man, this is cool. So we got Luke Warmth. I'm not familiar with him.
Yeah, Luke Warmth is he's a friend of I met actually through Homeboy Sandman stuff. He was doing visual arts for Homeboy and helping him on tour. He goes on tour all over the world with him, and is sort of his right hand man. But he lives in Toronto or Toronto area. Yeah. And so, excuse me. But he's an amazing visual artist and does the album covers and tour stuff for Homeboy Sandman, and also did another Deca side project with Randy Mason. And turns out he's an awesome rapper and a great beat maker as well. So we started just seeing each other around, like Detroit Jazz Festival and like all types of weird places, and now we're working together on some stuff. So we had to get him to come for this show for sure. He'd show up to like art shows of mine in Toronto and like play the flute while I'd make beats and stuff.
Oh,
it's really interesting. He's a real cool instrumentalist. So we have Luke Warmth playing something. He's going to do something exciting for the show. I'm going to do a solo set. I got some plans to do some unique things with that. Bo Gus is doing songs off his new project. And J.O.E and I are going to be DJing for Lion Eyes Prime. And then Joe's going to do some stuff. He's going to play some vinyl and digital stuff. But he's got a really awesome collection of 45s. So he'll be spinning a lot of the stuff from the 45s. Apparently Deca has a bunch of merch he's going to bring.
Yeah, he was mentioning he's got a something very specific for the tour that he'll be bringing along. So if you're interested in that, you'll have to come by and check it out. And I'm fairly certain there was the new Snakes and Bird 5th anniversary vinyl drop that just launched. So I'm secretly hoping that there'll be at least a few copies. And luckily, the August 22nd date in London, that's the first stop on his tour.
It's the first stop.
His merch bag's going to be... I imagine it's going to we full. So for all those other Deca fans out there that were texting in and helped out with some of those questions today, we look forward to seeing you there.
Very cool. Gam P is texting in with a request, but for some reason these turntables aren't working right now.
It was just working a second ago. It's cursed today.
He wants to hear News to Me off Still Champion.
Oh, yeah. That's a great song.
I'm not sure I can get that to you tonight. We'll see if I can get that next week. I don't know what's going on. Like, this should just play. Like,
that's the one record we don't have up here.
It's playing it early. You don't have that one?
Not up here. We do own it.
He owns it.
I have a couple copies.
Yeah.
Just didn't bring them with me today.
Yeah.
Owning music is like very important.
Absolutely.
And I'll tell you, because I'm like a wedding DJ, right? Mm-hmm. So you have to own your music. Like, you can stream music in this day and age, and you can get it on any platform that you're DJing with. So like, I can pull up any track I pretty much want off of Apple Music or Tidal, and I can spin it on Serato, and I can spin it on Engine, and it's amazing. But there are those times where you don't have internet, or there was a time where, sometimes phones go down so you can't even get your Wi-Fi to work, like a hotspot or things like that. So you have to have your music, right?
Absolutely.
So I've been painstakingly going through my collection and whittling it down, because I've been spending a long time doing it, and I've got 18,000 songs for my collection. But that should do me, and then, because I originally had 50,000, I was trying to whittle it down. I got it down to like 18 of like, this is what the core of my collection is, that I could play at any kind of open format event, So
I imagine you have to have a very diverse library for playing the different wedding and the different venues that you would as a wedding DJ.
Yep. Yeah, so like I made crates for everything. I got like my favorite joints of the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000, 2010, nice. 2020, so I can find those. I got a rock and roll crate. I got a big band crate, but 20 years ago you used to have to play big band, but no one asked for that anymore, right? Occasionally I get asked for a polka, so I've got a polka crate. And nice. I got like if someone asks for a polka, I know these 12 polkas songs work. So that's all I have. Nobody specifically asked for a specific polka song that I haven't been able to play, but they're like, "You got some polka?" And I'm like, "Yeah, okay." Yeah, so it's an interesting collection, and I've been working hard on it.
I like the short videos you're putting together for Instagram that have "this is what it's like to be a DJ" kind of style.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's really awesome, and I hope you make more like that, because they're pretty funny actually. Like I get I know they're like informative as well, but it's like this dude's working his ass off to do these shows.
Yeah.
And your backup plans too.
Oh yeah. I originally just started doing those because I was like, in this day and age, if you're gonna hire a DJ for your wedding, you probably should see them and hear them first, right? Yeah. And you don't have to go to a wedding, because people are posting all sorts of clips, and I follow some amazing DJs that just show them mixing or hyping up the audience and things. And I'm like, these guys are cool. I wish I was as good as that, but
Apparently you've been getting them hyped recently though.
Yeah,
events, right?
Yeah. It's actually really cool. The last bride I talked to on the phone, she was like, "Oh, I've been watching your TikToks all day. I'm getting really excited for." I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome! Nice. All right, that's what they're for." So, very cool. All right, so I guess I should run some commercials. You guys said you need to run out of here.
Daryl's gonna drive all the way back to Hamilton.
Yeah,
Hamilton. I'm originally from Hamilton.
Yeah, you were saying that.
Yeah. So. Shout out to
Hammertown.
Yeah, and you're missing the Tiger Cat game tonight.
We did miss the Tiger Cat game. Do we know the results by any chance? The Ticats do.
I guess I could look it up.
Someone text us in with the results, please.
519-661-3600. Yeah, I used to live close enough to the Tiger Cat stadium that 41-38 BC. Oh man. Is that the final? That must be
That's the final. They're done now.
It's 11:30. Yeah. Oh man. That was close.
That was. They've actually had a pretty good season this year. They've been doing all right. I'm not a big football head, but living so close to the stadium, we got season tickets. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I used to live within walking distance, so we would walk to the shows, and I went to Grey Cup '96 in person. I was there.
Wow.
That was
that would have been quite the experience.
Yeah, that was the one where it snowed on our laps. Snow was accumulating. It was so cold. We were frozen by the time we left that place. We had to go get Tim Hortons hot chocolates to warm up a little bit. We were frozen, but that was fun. Just to be able to say that I was at a Grey Cup too. So
Absolutely.
And, my brother is like a season ticket holder, and when they redid the stadium and they put people's names up on the wall for being so he put his daughter's names up there, so they're on.
That's amazing.
They're
that's
on
awesome.
the wall.
That's
so
super cool.
Yep, it is. So it's cool having a hometown football team like that, and people should be watching CFL. It's better than NFL. It's a better
your brother's
game.
Still out there in Hamilton?
Yep. So very cool. All right, so guess I'll try to run some of these commercials, and then I'll play some more music. All right, so don't go anywhere. This is Word is Bond Rap Radio, 94.9 FM Radio Western. ChaseMarch.com for the podcast if you missed any of it and you want to hear it again. I'm trying something new with the video. I didn't get a video feed last week when I interviewed Chatio. Sorry about that. My recorder pooped out on me, so I didn't even get a good audio recording of it. There's a lot of noise in it. I don't know why that happened from the station archive, but we're having some problems with the station archive. So the best way to get the archive is to come to me, chasemarch.com. And there's a Patreon where you can get early access to the stuff, but then I put it up for free. But if you want to jump over that paywall, I'd appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you so much for having us, Chase. Seriously. Thank you for your continued support of all of us in the whole scene. So thank you so much, man.
All right. Don't go anywhere. We're here till midnight. Word is bond.
First, join us every Thursday at 7 p.m. at Gremlin's Bicycle Emporium for their weekly group rides. Discover London with great company and even better scenery. Stick around afterwards to end the evening at a local Gremlin's partnering restaurant with exclusive discounts. For the full group ride calendar, follow Gremlin's Bicycle Emporium on Facebook and Instagram or visit gremlinsbicycleemporium.com.
Tune in to the Cat's Meow every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Want to know what kind of music you'll hear? So do I. What I can tell you is that there's no better way to spend your Wednesday afternoons, listening to good music and wild anecdotes. You really never know what you're gonna get. That's the Cat's Meow, every Wednesday at 4 p.m., only on 94.9 FM and radiowestern.ca.
Meow.
You're listening to CHRW 94.9 Radio Western.
2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Looking for a clock with hours on it. Something to make me feel the time is left. Some things I gotta get done, I write a rhyme instead. Take a little vacation inside my head to fulfill the promise I made to myself, cause no one else is counting. Screaming and shouting, reach the top of the highest mountain. Kicking with whiskey jack singing and then I'm climbing down it. Couple of times I done lost my mind and I'm glad I found it, because some things have been tough to just wrap my head around. Healthy to let it out, if I don't then it gets me down. You see this time I be moving minutes and seconds down. The clock is always ticking, tick, tick, tick. It stress me out, cause nothing sweet, I still got some stuff to complete. When you wonder what to believe, I'm just keeping it tucked in underneath. No spilling wine, just trying to explain how I feel inside. So give me 5 before I shoot this fucking clock and killing time. Right now I'm feeling good, never lasts. See, my mood is always changing with every second that passes. They say the haste makes waste, and yeah, we all gotta face them expiry dates. They say you're better when you're older, and to that there may be true. But looking back at every season of summer, the days were youth. Time was money, also better get it while you can. Hours on the little, minutes on the bigger hand. Don't think the time is on my side no more. Wake up every morning, wonder why that I am sore. And every shift I work, the money made. I'm underpaid, it barely gets me through another day. It ain't too much that I can change about it. When I'm hanging out, I write a verse where I complain about it. And thinking back on why I do this shit, it makes me proud. Cause hella time has passed, our music's still my favorite out. So maybe you just ain't hearing me like a pocket dial. Those clocks on everything, that's why I'm wearing watches now. Through all my life, I guess my favorite color's navy blue. They say that time can heal the wounds, and yeah, that may be true. Some get subscriptions to mortgages with a couple kids. I'm on some shit where no one can fuck with this bucket list. I wanna eat all the food and travel the planet, but time it just keeps on ticking, tick, 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 damn it. Right now I'm feeling good, never lasts. See, my mood is always changing with every second that passes. They say the haste makes waste, and yeah, we all gotta face them expiry dates. They say you're better when you're older, and to that there may be true. But looking back at every season of summer, the days were youth. Time was money, also better get it while you can. Hours on the little, minutes on the bigger hand.
All I wanna do is just ride the way, just ride the way, yeah, ride the way. Gotta show the world that I'm not for play, that I'm not for play, that I'm not for play. Staying on point all times of the day, all times of the day, all times of the day. In every single song I'ma drop the flame, still dropping flame, still dropping flame.
We singing our praises just like an opera. I'm seeing my vision just like binoculars. I'm still banging, homies are still hanging. I got a classic brewing, my people are still waiting. I started the race, going hard for the cause, I gotta be great. Representing for my God till he's parting the gates. Despite flaws, I got what it takes. Making the killers wind down, we harvest the grapes. Box office is a rare moment. Dividends to the fam like we shareholders. Watching my back, no paranoia. Baby, I'm clairvoyant. Standing the test of the time, feeling like Air Forces. No ceiling, the destination coming, I'm guiding a four-wheeler. We bringing the whole village. Chilling in the villa, it's warm as a chinchilla. The flow's getting iller, I'm shining like pure silver.
All I wanna do is just ride the wave, just ride the wave, yeah, ride the wave. Gotta show the world that I'm not for play, that I'm not for play, that I'm not for play. I'm staying on point all times of the day, all times of the day, all times of the day. In every single song I'ma drop the flame, still drop it, here we go, still drop it.
Standing on the stage
stage like we some rock stars. We finish up the races for the clock starts. Go ahead and get through with the crown with my pen talk. Cause I don't raise the bar and put it down, I'm the benchmark. Then fall back flatter than box springs. Got the keys along with the clamps, call me the locksmith. We are measuring bars, gotta be top 10. On guard, been on my job like I was clocked in. I'm suave like a 3-piece with some cufflinks. Glue your eyes on a gentleman with some substance. Leaving a heavy mark like it's a scan of my thumbprint. Killing the extra talk is in the end of discussion. Let's celebrate this Veterans Day. Told you, Cab, man, we only getting better with age. I'm ecstatic for this involvement, it's my pleasure to say. I was invited to this party, but I'm ready to stay. So y'all better make way.
All I wanna do is just ride the wave. Just ride the wave, yep, ride the wave. Gotta show the world that I'm not for play. That I'm not for play. That I'm not for play. I'm staying on point all times of the day. All times of the day. All times of the day. In every single song I'ma drop the flame. Still dropping flame. Still dropping flame. All I wanna do is just ride the wave. Just ride the wave. Yep, ride the wave. Gotta show the world that I'm not for play. That I'm not for play. That I'm not for play. I'm staying on point all times of the day. All times of the day. All times of the day. In every single song I'ma drop the flame. Still dropping flame. Still dropping flame.
Yo, I love dope hip hop, and that is dope hip hop right there. But I don't know what's going on. I am having a day. Man, my Serato froze. It froze during the J.O.E track that I just played, and like nothing. And then I thought I got my little controller hooked up because my mixer wasn't talking to my computer today here. I couldn't get the control vinyl to go to mix like I usually do. And now my computer is completely frozen. But the weird thing is it let me play that last track, even though my computer was completely frozen. And I'm not sure why. So I can't really do anything right now. And Thesis and Darryl just left. So I have some dead air unless I just fill it up with talking. So, man, I'm going to have to reset this. This isn't even letting me turn it off. All right. What is going on with you? 519-661-3600. I will let you know what I played, though, because I was planning a regular show, you know, talking with the interview segment there, but I was planning a regular show where I start off the show with a half-hour music mix. I usually don't talk. I usually just jump into the music. I played Brand New Atmosphere. I just got that in my email. Velour. Played Shark. He just dropped an album on Friday. The Last Megalodon. I played a track called J.O.E, and that one has Mark Jordan on it and B1 the Architect. And you heard Ngajuana. Miss the Cut. From 2015, this was a project that he put out of songs that didn't end up on an album. And we played B.R.A.I.L.L. See that? Even that boot up sound shouldn't be coming up through my Hercules controller right now. So there's weird gremlins in the machine. Anyway, getting back to that. I played Ngajuana, Miss the Cut, B.R.A.I.L.L.E. There's dots in between all of those because that man is the king of acronyms. He makes things... and it stands for something, and I can't remember what it is, but he is one of the dopest wordsmiths ever. I just love the way he puts his rhymes together and the way his words flow. It's amazing. And shout out to him because I know he's going through a tough time, and we're thinking of you, and just know that you are dope and respected. You got nothing but respect in the hip-hop scene here in this city and beyond. So shout out to you, Ngajuana. After Ngajuana, we heard Nim K, Still Searchin, Defcee and Parallel Thought, Big Sisters featuring Tree. You heard Rob Gonzales and DJ Proof, Flowers, The High and Mighty, two-man crew. And yes, that is new from them. So they are back. Very dope stuff. Heard Chef Borges, Junkie Poetry, also a local cat. I don't think he's rapping anymore. That one came out about 6 years ago, but it is dope, and I just felt like kicking the dust off of that one. You just heard J.O.E, Expiry Dates, featuring Chaps, and J.O.E was on the show last week for an in-depth interview. Always nice chopping it up with him. If you missed it, chasemarch.com. The video version didn't work, and the audio version isn't the best crystal clear sound, but it is still good, so make sure you check for that because he's dope. And then we heard The Alumni, Ride the Wave, off of a project called God's Plan. All right. Now, I was going to mix that into Chuck D, Is She God, featuring Half Pint and Miranda Wrights. Miranda Wrights, that's a cool name right there. All right, so this is Public Enemy, or Enemy Radio, Radio Armageddon, and this is Word is Bond Rap Radio. Hopefully this is going to play okay, because I've been having technical difficulties today, but let's try this. Oh, there we go. Word is Bond.
She's so... my brother, my sister, my father, my mother.
Let me run that back. I accidentally hit the wrong button and turned it off. All right, here we are.
She's so godly. She is God. My brother, my sister, my father, my mother. Go deep past the sleep where God pulls back the cover. Let's get within inside the skin. Blood runneth under the ways of man. Ain't so kind, the blind stands to suffer. No compassion, crashing, testosterone sin. Exile classified, we can't think again. Check her heroes, don't confuse her with his masculine fix. Swear to God, she could never be no son of a bitch.
All men are children of God.
I am that I am that I am.
When I give birth, the Holy Trinity's born. Melanated magic, blessed by the Spirit. My body is a temple, so no, you can't feel it. I build nature, civilize mankind. Make it look easy while you're on the sideline. I'm fragile, handle with care. I'm a holy grail, so respect my air. Pass me over, epic fail. I am she. She is me. Century of the system. God is we. Give birth to life, we all the life force. Epitome of love, know them without us. You might win some, but you just lost one. Said Miss Hill and the whole queendom. Flowers been bloomed, spring been sprung. Divine feminine, they can do what we've done. He chase she don't chase him. Mind, body, spirit, kinetic wisdom. Shot him in the chakras, to stage my Oval Office. Bars is dopamine, blessing with endorphins. Vibrations for the city, they know who the source is. Everything with honor, character important. Try to cut us out, protect him more than reverend. God protect the goddess, imprinting God on winded. They never forget, pride don't last forever. Love to love my sisters, we don't rise together.
That was a funky old record, wasn't it? Out of sight.
Yo, what's happening? It's Cool Joe Goody from the Goody Mob, and you listening to Enemy Radio.
Yeah. I'm Side. New recruiter. Yo. Yeah. Hey, yo, the crazy thing about growing up but feeling young, you can't do everything that you love without feeling dumb. So you bottle it and keep it inside. Do you feeling numb and can't remember the very thing you would get that feeling from? I seen them come talking like you should give up the dream, cause you're over 19 and at work you stare at a screen. Got a 401k, so it's time to take off the jeans and rock some khakis, motherfucker. Then you could look just like me. And I'm thinking like, what's the problem? Know you live with your mama, but your girlfriend on the side and play Metal Gear in the closet, and you ain't even positive about what you wanna be. You went to school for economics, but you working in IT, and you would've dropped out of college, but your father would OD. So you just went through all the motions except emotionlessly. Plus when you was a child, what you was hoping to be was probably not that close to you and a little closer to me. Am I right? I think I'm right about it. That's why I write about it. I don't feel right without it, so I built my life around it. Sometimes I'm feeling like the hardest part of growing up is only showing up and doing you. True, yeah, I think I'm right about it. That's why I write about it. I don't feel right without it, so I built my life around it. Sometimes I'm feeling like the hardest part of growing up is only showing up and doing you. True. Am I right? Come on, dog. Am I right? I'm right. Yo. Hey, yo, my boss just don't understand why I'd rather work on my music instead of treating my job like any minute I could lose it. The truth is these motherfuckers look at me like I'm stupid, cause instead of wasting my talent, I think I'd rather use it. Conformity I'm refusing, it's normal to keep it moving. Just be careful the direction of the path you might be choosing, cause lately I've been feeling like all these winners is losing. So I'd rather hang with losers, no offense to dude computer. I'm done faking how I feel about my skill set. There's way too many beats that other rappers haven't killed yet. There's way too many haters I ain't get up in they grill yet and turn them into fans. Yo, I think I'm starting to feel this, cause homie, this is real rap. I'm quick to tell a story about MCs that came before me, though some of them fell from glory. And nowadays the fans are just as phony, fake and corny as the records that they playing, cause most of them shit just boring. So I think I'm right about it, that's why I write about it. I don't feel right without it, so I build my life around it. Sometimes I'm feeling like the hardest part of growing up is only showing up and doing you. True, yeah, I think I'm right about it, that's why I write about it. I don't feel right without it, so I build my life around it. Sometimes I'm feeling like the hardest part of growing up is only showing up and doing you. True. Am I right? Come on, dog. Am I right? Come on, let me know something. Am I right? I'm right, yeah, yeah. So if you doing you, do it straight through your funeral. Do it like if you stop it now, that shit'll ruin you. Or do it like every single flaw that you got is beautiful and scream, fuck the world, never let it influence you. I guess it's easy for me to say, I'd be the same way if I was making a G a day. I'd be the same homie if you saw me on a block with a broken wristwatch and next month it's a Cartier. And sure, I guess a part of me is ready to keep moving. Only problem is, seem like lately I keep improving, it's crazy. And here's a shout out to the city that done raised me, shows that never paid me and the things that never faze me. And if you think I'm acting shady and you like to doubt it, I'll meet you any way you want and won't think twice about it. Cause if I write about it and live my life around it, I'm probably not the type of dude you wanna stand your ground with. I think I'm right about it, that's why I write about it. I don't feel right without it, so I build my life around it. Sometimes I'm feeling like the hardest part of growing up is only showing up and doing you.
We be doing the work to bring the vibe back. We be doing the work to bring the vibe back. We be doing the work to bring the vibe back. We be doing the work to bring the vibe back.
It's like custody, a must for me to bust a rhyme. Call it Trevor Smith, God-given, ain't a better gift. I wake up daily with a smile in this metropolis. No shorts taken, I ain't George Papadopoulos, but I've been known to keep it wordy like a Webster. Mines, they brought the studio hair like Horst and Pfeffer. I speak life and how to do it better. It's the fabric of my being down to my polo sweater. I don't rap about dough and cheddar, although I want a piece of the pie from my endeavor. Relativity ain't common in my grown space. Gotta make it make sense, gotta run my own race. Black and white, it's a little more complex. Although I get my work out, I never been the type to flex. In this era, I'm a pro, I say a J.O.E proud. Every day is tenfold, I'm living out loud.
I want peace, wealth, health, grace, and all. I wanna celebrate, and a yes, yes, y'all. I want love, life, prosperity, vows. No time for holding back, we living out loud.
What you doing, EP?
I'm living out loud. What you doing, Ice Cream?
I'm living out loud. Say what you're saying, EP.
I'm living out loud. Say what you're saying, Ice Cream.
I'm living out loud.
Well, I've been living out loud and I've been doing me. I'm proud, but it's not pride that's been moving me. Cause what God said, it hits its mark usually. Cause we work toward the opposite of what we should be. I mean, we push uphill and grind against the wall. Got the instinct to build, but rather hit them all. Cause it makes us fulfill when we can shine and all. But yo, that shit for real when we can take it off. Just swallow the hard pill, might have made you cough. But if you slip, don't trip, just learn to play it off. That means nothing you can touch will ever last long. I walk the walk in the clutch because my past strong. See my granny plant the seeds, I brought it to fruition. Got a new school of thought, I done paid tuition. Mind state of revelation, we fulfill the mission. Living is still the vision, I'm loving this position, I want peace, wealth, health, grace, and all. I wanna celebrate, and a yes, yes, y'all. I want love, life, prosperity, vows. No time for holding back, we living out loud.
What you doing, EP?
I'm living out loud. What you doing, Ice Cream?
I'm living out loud. Say what you're saying, EP.
I'm living out loud. Say what you're saying, Ice Cream.
I'm living out loud.
I say the plan is to get just what I asked for. Don't want my fifth life to end up like the last four. And when I want the party started, hit the dance floor, then I'ma need to move around and stamp a passport. Come on in. I got the food to keep your soul fed. Or would you rather that dope to keep your nose red? I don't know. The cold red niggas singing the blues. I'ma shine doing the thing that we do.
My truth is what the booth did to these two kids. Got me on so we out of the world like Mike and Q did. I address only oneself, how it's suited. My happiness and will to get it, what the pursuit is. I talk less so I listen more. So my accounts that really count, create accounts offshore. I invest on my futures for sure. And I ain't never been a trader, put that in escrow.
We be doing the work to bring the vibe back. We be doing the work to bring the vibe back. We be doing the work to bring the vibe back. We be doing the work to bring the vibe back.
done. My job ain't done. Still, I feel my job ain't done. Listen, still, I feel my job ain't done. My job ain't done. Still, I feel my job ain't done. Listen. My job
like
ain't
it's
done.
4:51, my job ain't done. 9 minutes left before a certain breath from my lung. I'll give you life like mouth to mouth resuscitation. Escape death just like Houdini, 5 minutes of fun. Whether we down or up, time to jump in the bunk. But we never sleep, instead we people's pop in the trunk. Too many high in this hour, power got them blood drunk. They waving their guns, bodies moving like Humpty Hump. Like, we gotta save the innocent, cause many bodies are falling with a clunk. Wars never floated my boat, it's always really stunk. But we living in fight mode, the code you either float or you sunk. Guess which one? I'm striving to get done. We in a predicament, the poor fighting for the rich crumbs. I'm an unlimited dreamer, but with limited funds. So while I rip and run, billionaires ball, and they feeling it dunk.
I feel my job ain't done. My job ain't done. Still, I feel my job ain't done. Listen, still, I feel my job ain't done. My job ain't done. Still, I feel my job ain't done. Listen. My job ain't done.
Mama fighting Jim Marvin, mother fighting granddaddy. I saw my auntie fighting goat in the back of a caddy. Fighting's part of my family, but don't misunderstand me, cause there's levels at Stanley. Cause my family's got Grammys, but you a hater, man. Weakest link in the chain. You make the white man rich while sell your people cane. All that's left is the myth, oh you should be ashamed. But with condition kill our people feel no pain. More innocent slain, but life is not a game. They sending checks in Ukraine, but they're so inhumane. Cause the Russians keep bumming, and the globe keep warming. You walking out the store, they open fire without a warning. These little niggas in skinny jeans, hoodies, and some dreads. But keep your eyes in the front and the back of your head. I inherit the glow, God be making it grow. After the show, they didn't expect for us to throw them bows.
Love deeper, hug rub keeper. Our marriage has been fighting the Grim Reaper. 32 years in, no win, no secret. We've been laying in the domain that's so sacred. Two become one, fumble but don't fake it. No hatred, patriot to Homo sapiens. Push life and not death, breath and naked. You and me, Adam and Eve, pre-temptation. We freed the nations, be free like Haitians. As in with Asians, lacking in patience. See the world scenery, read the people and read sacred text. Get on my knees again, angels within the breeze. I need on my skin the same old faith of what I ain't seeing. Sometimes teetering, used to lead again. Walk on water, never doubt my feet again.
Still, I feel my job ain't done. My job ain't done. Still, I feel my job ain't done. Listen, still, I feel my job ain't done. My job ain't done. Still, I feel my job ain't done. Listen, my job ain't done. My job ain't done. Still, feel my job ain't done. My job ain't done. Still, I feel my job ain't done. Still, I feel my job ain't done. My job ain't. Too much. Check it out. Yeah, it's too much. You want a gang of crew in a clutch. In a what? We don't let the two touch. Shrooms in the dust, had us groomed in a hutch. Love is a lust, assumed it was such. Room to discuss what he does, astound. Body slam the bros when the hub's around. You heard the buzz, heard it was renowned. Shit, and it was all because of the sound. Take it down to Pound Town. Make the rounds in Orange Mound. Inbound, got the ball in our court. It's all for the sport, got the goal to purport. False claiming, aiming to be like a ganger, but we not the same, man. Never will be, you never could be. It's too much, and that's how it should be. It's too much, yeah, it's too much. 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 It's too much.
And you're away from the game, you can never pull down. Gang is on point, full stop. Rap, produce, one stop shop. Lashes seduce, wearing crop tops. Put them anywhere, they gon' make it pop. Gangers do it all, show enough. Shit is fun and games till the squad post up. Yo, make you wanna sign a post now. Some new stipulations. To have them in place when she goes on that girl trip vacation. Best avoid tribulations and give in to capitulation. Just saying, ignoring advice, you won't be soaring new heights. They trying to be in this network, a foreign device. When the gang is served, and more than suffice.
It's too much. 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 Too much. Too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much.
With twice removed approved brothers, gutter. Just in case someone's asking, expanding the brand, no outside backing elements. Obviously evident to make heads taunt and feather impeach presidents. Backpack, abstract, worn your coat. Tracks that stack fat poems in bold.
Have you ever seen so much stand?
Never.
Y'all don't know nothing about this, y'all.
You never see shit like this. Never in your goddamn life.
Go ahead, kids, don't try this ignorance.
Y'all can't build until this discourse. Beer can't Iran champion 6 sports. Promise, once in a life like that comment. Volatile verbiage, serve it as vomit. Professional upon entrance. Full gravitational pull in each sentence. Fence it. Civic dedication in it to win it. Rhythmic elevation.
When I'm on the mic, I write songs with meaning. When I'm on the mic, I write songs with meaning. When I'm on the mic, I write songs with meaning.
Pumping out lines in pivotal times. Give it to typical criminal minds. Can't ignore the roar of this duo. Chulo, seen the bar set too low. Silent funk thumps from the beginning. Soldier, an aroma of deep thinking. Killing styles for miles, no eluding. Missing the fan base in which he recruiting. This here, rare to compare. Bully now nerd, make words unfair. Butter, like backed up others on strike. Right, even if gripes appear trite. Shock, jock, pop, lock, random promos. Hip hop, a story, and handsome hobo. A mix of grit with hood flavor. Spit, shit that is just good nature.
Have you ever seen so much stand?
You never seen this style, man, boy.
Y'all don't know nothing about this, y'all.
Never.
So go ahead, kids, don't try this ignorance.
1, 2, use drum loops and lungs to run through slums and government gumshoes. In the party like now Rogers, set to offend any trend. The style bothers, power to the people. Nice to meet you, silent funk hunks, musically diesel. Move y'all away from the hoorah, laced with the screaming the tunes of the bourgeois.
When I'm on the mic, I write songs with meaning. When I'm on the mic, I write songs with meaning. When I'm on the mic, I write songs with meaning.
We are. Silent funk.
Yo, that does it for this edition of Word is Bond Rap Radio. Yo, we're done. Word is Bond Rap Radio, 94.9 FM Radio Western. ChaseMarch.com for the podcast. And it's been a day, but it's over. Hopefully you have a good tomorrow. It's actually Friday right now. It's already tomorrow. So have a good today. Just be good. And I'll see you next week. Actually, I think I might not come in next week. I think next week I'm going to run an episode of the Mastermind Street Jam, a digital archive of one of my cassettes. But I'll be back the following week live, and we will have this video edition hopefully up. Tried a new way of recording it today. Hopefully that went good because it's been a day. Good night, y'all. Peace.